Welcome back to East Texas Living. You just heard some great music from Ian, and he joins me now on the couch. So how you feeling after that performance?
Feeling good. Yeah, got it done and over with, and I feel like, okay, here we go.
Yes, sir. So what are some of the earliest memories you have of, being a musician and, playing music?
Well, like most East Texans, I think we grow up singing in the church. And when you're not at church, you're singing around a piano at your grandparents' house with the family. My cousins and I, as teenagers, started singing Statler Brothers music, quartet music. And so we started early doing that. And, of course, high school band and such.
Yes, sir. And you went to college. What kind of degree did you kind of end up with?
So I left for college to pursue being a music teacher. And about 3 years in, I decided I didn't want to study music. I didn't want to be around kids. Even I wanted to be a rock star. So I ended up, after 6 years of college, not even having a degree, just changing majors, pursuing rock stardom. So I ended up, after all these years, working as a PE coach for 2nd and 3rd grade in Rusk, Texas. And I'm back in school to try to finish an education degree now.
Yes, sir. And, did you ever think about kind of trying out for these music reality shows like American Idol and such?
I did. I drove down to San Antonio, probably 2005, 2006. My girlfriend was 8 months pregnant with my now 19-year-old son, who's a culinary student here at TJC. Tried out for American Idol, and they were sending me home by lunchtime. Like, I never even got to see the real judges. I talked to some tech crew members, and they said, "We're not looking for you." So later on, I tried the virtual auditions for The Voice, and got the email back in 15 minutes that not what they were looking for. So I just keep doing my thing and hope for the best.
Yes, sir. And what kind of advice would you give like an up-and-coming artist that, kind of struggling with some of that and you just kind of keep working?
I would say definitely to do their own thing. Don't try to sound like anybody else. Don't compare themselves to anybody else. Do what makes them feel good. Because if they're feeling it, then everybody else around them is going to feel it. And practice makes, not perfect, but it makes better.
How did you kind of like never give up? You said you got a lot of no's, but you're still playing to this day.
Because it's fun. I finally sank in with a group of guys. There's 3 of us that play together with the Kid Icarus Project, and we don't fight. We actually vacation together in the summer with our wives and other friends, and it's like having a weekend to just be a teenager again and just make money playing music, that I didn't have to write, just winging it. And because it stayed fun, I kept on with it.
Yes, sir. And talk about, you were talking about your family a lot, just how supportive they are in this journey.
Very much so. I think my biggest fans are probably my mom and my wife. They treat me like everything I do musically is because I'm a superstar, and if someone tells me no, they are ready to step forward and make them change their mind if they can. But they cheer me on in whatever crazy venture I pursue musically. And
yes, sir. And so what are some of your musical influences?
I started out, as I said, doing Southern gospel. I did some 80s hair rock that I listened to. My mom kept me in with a lot of the 80s pop, and she introduced me to a little bit of jazz and different things like that along the way. A friend of mine, Clint Alford, is a local musician here, and I listened to his music probably for about 10 straight years, and then joined his band later on. And just kind of following his lead on the acoustic and singer-songwriter thing, I thought, I think he's probably one of my biggest influences as far as doing this solo deal songwriting.
Yes, sir. Do you have any music bucket list items?
I want to. I don't necessarily want to be rich and famous. I don't need to be in magazines. I want to see if I can write enough songs to hold a sold-out arena's attention. I want to see if I can get a few thousand people to sit and listen to my songs and appreciate it. And like I said, I don't have to be rich and famous to do it. I just want to see if I can do it. I'd like to play a couple of country music Hall of Fame type deals, maybe the Ryman or something, the Grand Ole Opry, just little things like, I say little things, big things like that, but I don't want to be rich and famous to do it. I just want to do it.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you so much for coming in and sharing your talent.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. For more information, go to the website right there on your screen.